1900 meters, and away they go. And unfortunately, St. Cloud was slow to begin with and lost a couple of lengths, and Alado's Pride is also going to settle in at the back. More For Me, Launch Code and Heart's Ease were the first three to react from the start, with More For Me going right up there. Heart's Ease is second, Launch Code. The Charioteers wide outsides of runners, El Miguel and Downing 7. Further back to Gimme Gorgeous. Racing behind that is the slow starting St. Cloud. Essos and Alado's Pride are the back markers, and there's got to be 9 lengths covering them from first to last as they head now to the top of the straight with just over 1600 meters left to go, and it's More For Me who is a narrow leader. More For Me has picked it up here, led by just under a length from into second on the outside. Racing second is the Charioteer, then came behind that Heart's Ease along the inside of El Miguel. Behind that, Launch Code is 4 lengths off the leader. Length further back to Gimme Gorgeous, Downing 7. Then the white cap of Essos and St. Cloud. They're 8 lengths off the leader. And Alado's Pride is the back marker. Approaching the 800 meter marker, More For Me still gallops out in front. The leader by just about half a length or so. From in second, the Charioteer. On the outside is El Miguel. Behind that is Heart's Ease, and Launch Code only got 4 to go. They're going to turn this into a sprint. St. Cloud's now midfield, 6 lengths to make up. Behind that one is Downing 7, Gimme Gorgeous. Then came Alado's Pride, and out back is Essos. Homeward bound, reaching the last 400, and the Charioteer has come to the head of affairs here. The Charioteer goes for home. Launch Code on the outside. Gimme Gorgeous, Heart's Ease. Downing 7 is also in with a chance, and St. Cloud right up on the outside. Also a good finisher too. Downing 7, 200 to go, has hit the front from St. Cloud. Down the inside is Alado's Pride, and in behind that came Launch Code. But it's all Downing 7 here. Downing 7 will go on to score from St. Cloud. Third placing, Alado's Pride, and fourth to Launch Code. Placing. Here's a look at the head-on replay. The Charioteer was quick to take it up, turning for home, but that was quickly lost, that lead, and the Charioteer battled that last 300 meters. You see Downing 7 moved into an authoritative lead, and St. Cloud on the outside, but you'll see here, look at Downing 7, just moving all over the place there, hanging badly under the stick there. Robert Carty, though, has gone away to beat home St. Cloud, Alado's Pride and Launch Code. The running of race 4, that's it for the moment. When we come back, Nakeeb Munshi will be calling his first race at Fairview. He'll be calling the next couple. I'll be back a bit later on.
Welcome back to Fairview. Downing 7 goes back-to-back with victories from the Jacques Strydom stable. That stable's really found form. This is the son of William Longsword. Well done to the winning connections. Vio, he's a man standing next to me. 1,500 Rand, courtesy of World Sports Betting, into his account. Very, very well done to you. Well done. Lovely. Now let's talk about back-to-back, and this is Robert Carty, the man with the Colgate smile, because he won on it last time out. Today, obviously, looking at the race here, the word from the stable back home was doing very well, but obviously went up in weights. Robert, but when I saw you cross the line and that little turn and that smile and that salute, lovely to win back-to-back on a horse, isn't it?
Yes, Mr. Pretorius. It's just, Jack, when he called me, he said, Robert, I only got 3 rides for you. You're going to come down? I said, yeah, I'll come down, especially for this horse. And then he came down to 2 rides. I was like, I'm still coming down. So it's just a big credit to Jack, and I wouldn't miss this horse for the world. It's nice to ride for like Mr. Strydom, you know, there's no pressure. He tells you, you know the horse, just ride him as you find him, and just big thumbs up to the stable, to Uncle Eddie, to everybody's involved. You know, it's such a wonderful horse.
Tremendous. Now, obviously, looking at the field, did you think what you felt last time out gave you good enough confidence to have a winning chance again today?
I was surprised when I look at the field and there was no tipping on the book, and I was like, oh, they were tipping the fillies in the race, and but it's none of my business. So
sure.
I knew what I was sitting on, so I didn't worry, and it didn't bother me. I just, I'm so thrilled to have another winner for Jacques Strydom in a space of a week. It's a big credit to the owners and everybody involved.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a tip, Robert. I've known you for a long time. Jacques Strydom's got a lot of money. Get him to pay your flight next time. Don't worry about how many rides you get.
No,
Okay.
funny enough, I said to him, I said to him, I'll call, let me get a bribe for the boys on this one. And then he said to me, no, I must put in an extra 1,000 rand for himself. So I'm like,
That's Jacques.
But anyway, just well done to the grooms, everybody. He told me I'm going to get him a bribe, whatever. But thank you so much.
All right,
Thank
well
you.
done, Robert. Lovely man. That's Robert Carty. And Spyker, ja, ek het jou 'n bietjie weggesteek daar. He is in the winner's box, the man that's been doing so well. He's had a run and a half. Nadine and I were actually talking about it. I know you're going to tell us about the Vertigo Indigo, but at the end of the day, yeah, things have clicked. They've turned. You went on a long run, and that is racing. You went for a long period where things were very, very quiet. There are other stables going through similar stuff at the moment, but so glad that things have come right for you. Well done.
Yeah, I started my career with my dad and then Joburg and back to my dad and then the late Stanley Greef. And I remember one day when the yard was at a low, he said, boys, just relax, don't change nothing. He said, when we worked the same way we do every day, he had lots of winners. He said, you can't go change. You can change different things. So I had a lean spell, like you know, but I just kept to stick to my guns. And the wheels turned for the positive. Cut down a small string. But yeah, to the team at home, Eddie and the team, I mean, Eddie, he's always there and out about. They never get enough accolades for what they do behind the scenes. So even now again, I allow him to buy me a beer, just so that he feels better, you know. But yeah, no. And then to Robert, what a pleasure to have him on horse. Last time I said, boy, they're all running handy. I said, don't worry about it. Trust the horse, find cover, let him run on, he'll do the job. And today, I said to him, you've drawn better. So you run exactly the same, but this time you'll be a little bit closer. And he ran to the tee. No pressure going wide and trying to place where you shouldn't place it. Sure. So it's so nice to work with someone that can listen. And if my instructions are wrong and I get beat, well, then it's on me. But he knows what he had on him, and very nice run from him.
Tremendous. And all your owners, there's a whole host of them. They'll all be very happy.
Yeah, to the Hollander, well done to him, back in the yard. Robbie, old owner of mine, long time here, but had a lean spell with him. He's back in the winner's box. And Ravi's my alarm clock every morning at 11 o'clock. Then he phones me and says, if all is well. I said, well, what must have changed from yesterday to today? But yeah, he's part of the family. And to Holland, he asked me to thank his mom, Irma, and his sister, Sonia, for watching the race for him. But yeah, all good at him.
Very well done, Jock.
Indigo.
There we go.
God bless Indigo. Come, Eddie.
Eddie, come chat to us. Eddie's
And
part
nice
of
to have Mickey on course.
Yeah. Eddie's part of the ownership as well. But I was just listening to this, and I think I've summed Jacques up. He's a real delegator, because what's going to happen is that someone's going to buy him a beer afterwards. That's what I heard. And Robert Carty is going to pay for the braai later on. So he's got it all sorted out, Jacques Strydom.
But it's typical of a Strydom. There's no difference between, it's just the name, Jacques and Hecky, and they operators.
they
They
coupled
all
on the
their
toad.
lives.
Coupled
They,
on the toad for a
it's
while.
only their mom that's honest. That's the rest of them are.
Eddie, let's touch on you. Lovely to see Downing 7 doing so well for you guys.
Yeah, he's been an absolute pleasure to work with in the mornings. He's a little bit headstrong in the box. He's a difficult customer in the box.
Yeah.
He's chased Jacques around the yard, I think, once or twice.
Not enough.
So he's really, you know, when he came to us, he was in top-class condition from Jean when Jacques bought him in the sale. And I don't think he'll stop here. He's a decent sort here. And I think he'll go on both surfaces. I don't think he'll be limited to the poly. And maybe I heard Jacques whispering something about there's some big race going to happen soon over ground. So, you know, Jacques, he takes them further and further. So, yeah, thanks to everybody for their support. And there's always place in the yard for more owners.
Okay, very well done, Eddie. Thank you so much. Eddie Grubeneau in the winner's box. Downing 7 the winner. It's won 2 in a row, possibly 1 to follow.